Peace and blessings to all. Week 9 assignment, the art of storytelling, putting it all together. My talk is entitled, Opening the Heart and Mind to New Perspectives. My story today is about my second prophetic dream and how it relates to my mission in the unity movement in my country. In it, I will be referring to my first prophetic dream, which I shared in my first assignment. Now, the Bible passage is taken from Joel chapter 2, reading verse 28. And this is what it says. And it shall come to pass afterward that I shall pour out my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. And that reading was taken from the Thomas Nelson New King James Version of the Bible. I begin with a daily word message from February 11, 2013. And this is what it says. Dreams come from the innermost part of my being. They bring messages of inspiration and encouragement and influence my future. I nurture my dreams by embracing infinite possibilities. The wisdom of God guides me as I explore the world within and around me. My hopes and expectations rise as I open my heart and mind to new perspectives. I was 18 years old when I had my first prophetic dream. At the time, I didn't know it was a prophetic dream. I dreamt that I took a group of Sunday school children on an outing to a small village on the East Coast. After we had settled in, I left the children to go to explore the area around it. I left them with another teacher. This is all part of the dream. When I returned, the children were left by themselves, and I found some of them having difficulties swimming because nobody was there to supervise them. So they decided to go have a swim, and many of them didn't know how to swim. Now, in this dream, I went into the trench and saved several of them. Now, this church where we stopped was located between a government building and this trench. Now, fast forward to 12 years, I was called to ministry during a prayer session while I was serving as the district midwife. The name of the village is Pleasance on the East Coast, Demerara. I lived in a government building which was located next to Zoar Congregational Church, and next to the church was this deep, wide trench. Even to the areas surrounding this property looks as the way that I dreamt the area looked in my dream. Now, I realized later that my dream had nothing to do with saving the children, but it had to do with saving the souls of individuals. by helping them to improve the quality of their lives through sharing Unity's teaching. That was my first dream. My second prophetic dream. When I started attending the Unity Church, the minister was out of the country. About 5 months later, I had an odd dream where I met a strange woman with whom I had a very interesting conversation. She told me that I had an important work to do for the Unity movement. Also, that I would leave the country twice on Unity's business. At the time, I did not pay much attention to the dream because I was a young student and a young person. About 2 months later, I attended the service one Tuesday evening. And after settling in, I noticed this elegantly dressed lady sitting on the platform. As soon as I saw her, I remembered the dream and identified her as the person who I had the conversation with. She turned out to be the founder minister of the church. From then on, we had a complicated relationship. Now, what was prophesied in that dream did come true. Because when I discovered that we were not affiliated to the parent body here in the US, I was disappointed because I wanted our group, our center, to be affiliated to the parent body. It led me to do a research, and I discovered that it was Ella Pomeroy, a Unity representative, who traveled to Guyana and trained the first Unity leaders. Then Spirit revealed that my mission was to lead the movement back to its natural origin. This was the important work I had to do. Today, we are affiliated to the parent body. The other part of the prophecy, where she said that I would leave the country twice, that did happen. First, I left the country to attend the first Unity World Conference in Birmingham, England, and that was in 1995. And then in 2002, I attended the Adults of Unity Conference at Unity Village. Now, getting back to a quote from the Daily Word Message, it says, "Whether my dreams come as subtle messages during sleep or as conscious creations as I visualize my potential, each one reflects my oneness with God." And this reminds me of Unity's first principle. There is only one presence and one power, God, the good. Today, I am looking forward to new adventures and possibilities as I prepare to serve the movement in my country once more. I am opening my heart and mind to new perspectives. And you can do the same. As we all reflect on our dreams and open our minds and hearts, we will be led to that which is for our highest good. With God, nothing is impossible. Thank you for listening. Amen.